Good morning. You're watching LymeOnline's weekly video news bulletin with me, Francesca Evans, bringing you up to date with all of this week's top stories. Many Lyme Regis shops, pubs and restaurants have closed their doors for the second national lockdown. The new restrictions came into place yesterday in an effort to slow the spread of COVID-19. All non-essential shops, restaurants, cafes, pubs, hairdressers and beauty salons have closed, along with attractions such as Lyme Regis Museum. The public have been urged to work from home, to only go outside for essential shopping and exercise, and not to travel. However, council car parks and the public toilets in Lyme Regis remain open. Having already closed doors for months for the first lockdown during spring and early summer, the effects of the pandemic are taking a toll on the local business community. This week it was announced that local travel agent Your World Travel would close permanently on November 20th, with coronavirus having made the business financially unviable. Others are doing what they can to try and survive the second lockdown, with a full list of services such as takeaways and deliveries available on the LymeOnline website. As the second lockdown was announced last weekend, a sign just outside Charmouth thanking the NHS and key workers for their efforts during the pandemic was defaced. Residents expressed outrage on social media after it was discovered that the words "Unite Fight" were spray painted over the sign near the Charmouth roundabout. 2 poppies had also been added to the sign just 24 hours earlier to mark remembrance. Charmouth resident Steve Gillen said he spent an hour cleaning the sign, although one of the poppies could not be salvaged and was removed. Residents have raised increasing concerns about pollution of the River Lyme in Lyme Regis. Many LymeOnline readers have raised the issue and sent in photos of the river looking muddy and murky, while others have spotted dead fish in the water. It is alleged that silt and sediment is coming from a building site in Colway Lane and running into the river. The Environment Agency was unable to confirm this, but said they were currently in talks with a third party to ascertain what was causing the issue and what steps could be taken to prevent it. The tiny RNLI shop at the Cobb in Lyme Regis has raised more than £48,000 this year, despite being closed for several months due to the coronavirus pandemic. The shop, one of the smallest RNLI shops in the country, has now closed again for the second lockdown, but announced it had raised £48,230 for the life-saving charity between January and October, including £21,966 in October alone. This will come as a welcome boost to Lyme Regis lifeboat crew, which has been unable to hold many fundraising events this year, including its annual Lifeboat Week, which last year brought in £40,000. The crew, which remains on call for all emergencies throughout lockdown, will feature on the BBC series Saving Lives at Sea for the third time in an episode to be screened on BBC Two on November 17th. Dorset Police has seen a 5.1% drop in recorded crime according to new figures. Data released by the Office for National Statistics show the force continue to see a drop in overall crime during the 12 months up until the end of June 2020. The total number of crimes reduced from 54,677 to 51,908 over the 12-month period, a reduction of 3.6 crimes per 1,000 population. Deputy Chief Constable Scott Chilton said the figures showed that Dorset remains one of the safest counties in the country to live and visit. The latest figures for Lyme Regis show there were 34 recorded crimes in the area during September 2020. These included 12 incidents of antisocial behaviour, 11 incidents of violence and sexual offences, 3 public order offences and 8 incidents listed as other. This is actually a slight increase, with 33 crimes recorded the previous month and 25 in September last year. Figures for October have not yet been released. Heavy rain all but washed out last weekend's sporting programme. Both Upline First and Reserve teams managed to get games in, but the 3 Lyme Regis fixtures were called off due to unplayable pitches. Upline Reserves, one of the youngest sides in the league, continued their goal-scoring form, knocking in 12 goals and keeping a clean sheet at home to Chard Rangers Reserves, a win that saw them advance several places up the Perry Street League Division 3 table. Star of the day was Connor Tate with 4 goals and an assist in a game which was described as fantastic to watch by stand-in manager Alex Jones. Upline First team won 2-0 away to Wincham, strengthening their second place position in Perry Street Division 2. With local sport now in lockdown again, there will be no more football until December 5th. And finally, Lyme Regis will be honouring its war dead this weekend, but remembrance commemorations will look quite different to usual due to the coronavirus pandemic. There will be no parade or church service in Lyme Regis, but wreath-laying services will still be held in private, with limited civic dignitaries and members of the Royal British Legion attending. To show your respect from home, you can visit the Royal British Legion website and download a printable poppy to display in your window. Nationally, there are also campaigns for members of the public to stand on their doorsteps, at windows or in their gardens at 11 a.m. on Sunday for a 2-minute silence. Stay safe and thanks for watching.